Hey guys, Michael Smith here, the Beachbanger. I'm on St. Joe Beach. Today is Friday, July 24th, 2026. I'm at location number 4, which is right across the street from the Veterans Memorial Park. Okay, if you haven't been paying attention to the news lately, you would know that we just recently had a tropical storm come through. Last Friday night, after I got done fishing, the next day that low was developing, and for the last 6 days it's been raining, storming, a lot of wind, a lot of high tide and surge going on. I posted a video of Mexico Beach showing you what it looked like 48 hours after that storm, and you can see that the water was still really rough. Today's weather conditions between 87 and 90 degrees. All right, the water temperature has gone down a little bit. We're looking at 80 degrees. That storm brought in some fresh water from the Gulf and kind of cooled our shore down a little bit. So having an 80-degree temperature water is better for fishing. We got a southwest wind about 10 miles per hour. We'll be at low tide at 7:40, which is, about an hour and a half from now. The current time is 6:30 as we get ready to throw lines in the water. We have about 2 hours till sunset, so I'm really hoping that because of the storm, it got the water all churned up, the fish are hungry, the water's a little cooler, and sunset coming on us here in a little bit, maybe we'll catch some fish. I'm really hoping that's what's going to happen today. Let me give you the lowdown on what's going on today. Right now I have 4 rod holders out. Maybe we'll be able to get to them. Maybe we'll better use all 4, I don't know, we'll have to see. All right guys, I got a brand new rod I want to show y'all. This is a 10-foot rod. This is a Penn Pursuit 5. It's a 10-foot rod. It's a heavy to moderate fast action. All right, and on this rod here, I took my reel off of my 12-foot rod and put on this rod. This is a Penn Pursuit 4 6000. This rod came with the reel, but the reel is a much bigger reel, and let me show you that. So the reel that came with my 10-foot rod is actually a 8,000 size reel. So I took the 8,000 size reel off a 10-foot rod and moved it over to my 12-foot rod. And this is a Penn Pursuit 5 8,000 size, and I have 40-pound braid on this guy here. As you see, I got kind of a mess here. I got rods everywhere. I have 4 rods already loaded and ready to go. Let me show you what I have on each rod. I know I said we're at low tide because the tide's been going out ever since about 9:40 a.m. But as you can see, I still got a lot of wave action. I still got a lot of water up here on this shore. But we are in fact headed toward low tide, which will be here about an hour. Anyways, let me show you what I got on my 12-foot rod. So I got a finger mullet on a 5/0 hook with a fish bite shrimp, pink flavored, and I got a 4-ounce Sputnik. On my brand new 10-foot rod, I got some cut bait. I got a piece of finger mullet with some fish bite, shrimp, pink colors with a 4-ounce Sputnik. For my 9-foot Shakespeare, I have a 3-ounce Sputnik. On it, I have some brand new shrimp, fish bites. This is chartreuse. How nice and shiny green they are. And this is on the high-low rig. 3-ounce Sputnik. All right, guys, I know that was kind of a quick little review of what I get with my rods. I got another rod set up, ready to go, but I'll talk about it a little bit later if I get to using it. I don't know. As we get started fishing here, just take a look at this view, man. Look at this surf coming in, the water's going over my rods. What a nice picture this is. Looking forward to today's action. Maybe we'll catch something good. I'm gonna go ahead and put out my 8-foot rod with sand flea bites. I got fish bites. These are sand flea favored on a 2-ounce Sputnik. Now this right here is not gonna hold very well, but I'm hoping I can catch something in close. When I get a bite, I'll hit y'all back up. All right, guys, I just got a nice hit on my 12-foot rod. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in. Nope, nothing there, guys. Nothing there at all. Just like he did get munched on a little bit. I'm getting some hits on my line. Not fighting very hard, but I'll tell you what it might be. I feel little pulls here and there. Oh look, I just doubled up on the world's smallest catfish. Or if you can even call them that. These are more like kitty fish. Look at these little guys. These guys must be the world's smallest catfish. Those are the smallest catfish I've ever seen in my life. Let me get a hit on my 9-foot Shakespeare. There's nothing there. Oh, my 8-foot rod's getting hit again. Something bigger than a small catfish. The reason I got this 10-foot pole here is because I needed another pole to fish with in these kind of surf conditions. With a lot of wind going on, I need a pole that can hold a 4-ounce Sputnik. I'm getting a hit on my Shakespeare 9-foot pole, but I think it's catfishing. Yeah, I got something on there. Look at that. I got a pinfish and a catfish. Tell these suckers back. Here's my catfish. I don't normally grab hold of catfish, but this guy here, he's small. I got a pinfish here. You guys ever seen a pinfish before? These guys are small. They can get quite big though. You can't eat them. Most people use them for cut bait. Get him back out there. All right guys, I got another hit on my 9-foot rod. Probably just another pinfish. It's a nice day out here. The temperature's dropping as the sun goes down. I think I have to check my 11, 12-foot rods. Make sure they still got bait on. All right guys, I'm getting something on my 8-foot rod. It's covered in seaweed. Nothing there. I'm gonna put some new bait on this thing. Put some chartreuse on this guy too. All right, I fixed up my 8-foot rod. Catch more fish rod out there. And he's up pretty close. I'm not trying to get him way out there. I'm just trying to get him, maybe I can catch some whiting up close. All right guys, I got another bite on my 9-foot rod here. I don't think it's much. That's another catfish. So these are about the smallest catfish I've ever seen. Oh, I'm gonna get my pliers for this guy. Just like that, fellas. Adios. I'm gonna check my 12-foot rod. I think my bait's probably gone on this thing. Yep. I don't know what happened to my miracle thread. It just disappeared on me. All right, I'm putting another these finger mullet on my hook here. Along with the sand flea bite. Try to help it stay on a little bit. Last thing I want to do is try to sling this thing off. All right guys, I just got a hit on my 12-foot rod. A pretty good hit too. They either took my bait or they're just swimming around in circles. I started collecting seaweed on this rod. I'm really surprised I'm not getting more hits. These 8-foot rods are actually pretty fun to throw. They're small and light. You just whip them out there. All right, I'm gonna check my 12-foot rod because I imagine my bait's probably gone. Yeah, see, my bait's gone. For this 5-aught hook, I'm putting some of this fish gum on there. I'm gonna just kind of double it over there like this and put some of this Pro-Cure on there. And this is mullet flavor. They didn't have any more mid-head, so I had to get the mullet flavor. All right, I have 4 rods out, an 8-foot, a 9-foot, a 10-foot, and a 12-foot. And I haven't caught anything that's worth a damn. Again, if I'm gonna catch something that's worth anything, it's gonna be in the next 30 minutes to an hour. All right, I just changed this bait on my 10-foot rod to a chartreuse fish bite. I want to say that today was not supposed to be a high fishing day. Today was actually reported as being a low to low average fishing day. But I haven't really caught much. But I can tell you this, it's been nice to have a beach to myself for the most part. I mean, I got a nice area here with nobody around. All right, guys, I got some fish bites. This is called bag of worms. It's blood worms. I've never used this before. It's supposed to be pretty popular with the whiting. I'm gonna put this on my 8-foot rod. These here are pretty skinny, actually. Last week I caught that redfish on a chartreuse shrimp boat, but this week I've not had any luck. With this rod here, I'm kind of throwing out to the side. Normally, in normal conditions, I like to put it straight on, but because of the wind and the currents moving from right to left, I'm trying to keep it over here a little bit. Here's a look at my 4 rods and my guide on. I got the sun going down in the distance. Another hour, it'll be gone. We should be having some bites here soon. I just pulled off my 9-foot rod from the surf. I'm gonna change the bait. I got these brand new fish bite. This is an easy crab, and I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but if you look at the white and the blue color, it's very vivid. It's very nice looking bait. I haven't had any luck with anything else really, so we're gonna give this a try. I'm gonna put some Procure on there. There's not supposed to be any rain today, but I'm hearing some thundering in the background. All right, let's see what that does. I'm getting a hit on my 10-foot rod. Nothing there. We're going to do a return to sender with this guy. pulling the 12-foot off, 12-foot rod off for a minute. Man, look at that sunset. It's shining out there. The sun is looking like it's getting close to setting. And the tide appears to be coming back in, which is kind of unusual because, I mean, there's supposed to be a low tide at 7:40. Let me take a look at my phone here and see what time it is. Well, my phone says it's 8:11 p.m. So we're not too long away from the sun from setting. I guess the tide is starting to work its way back in because you can see the water pushing in close to where I'm sitting. Man, this one here has a blue crab on there. I'm gonna put some more blue crab on it and throw it back out. I'm gonna refresh my bait on this guy too. You guys didn't see me reel it in, but this is probably one of the world's smallest catfish. I've been doing really good today catching these guys. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. The sun's going down. It's getting dark out here. And we didn't catch very much. Again, we caught one little pinfish, and we caught some very small catfish. So we didn't catch much today. However, on the good note, we had a beach to ourselves for the most part. There was not many people out here. And also we got to see a nice sunset while fishing, so that's a good thing. So we had a beach to ourselves, we had a nice sunset, weather was great, a little windy at first, but overall it wasn't too bad. You know, being out here surf fishing on St. Joe Beach, sitting on the couch any day. So I'm Michael Smith for the Beachbanger, coming at you from St. Joe Beach, location number 4. All right, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Keep banging and keep fishing.